Me is Queen Elset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Okay, so today we're going to talk about decans or decans in astrology. Now, it depends on who pronounces it, if they say decans or decans. So I guess we can use either one. I'm going to say decans. Okay, so decans in astrology simply means, you guys remember when I told you that your astrological chart is a big wheel, a perfect circle. The center of the circle is a label numbered from 1 to 12. So it's 12 pieces of a circle. The outside part is labeled with each of the 12 zodiac signs. Okay, so each zodiac sign goes from 0 to 30 degrees, each one respectively, all the way around the wheel. These 30-degree angles, and they're broken up into tens, are what we call the decans. So if you are an Aquarius, you're ruled by air, you're an air sign. Your ruling planet is Uranus, and the other ruling planet is Saturn. Okay? So if you are you're going to be in one of the 3 decans. The first decan is from 0 degrees to 10. So if you can look at your chart and see what degree are you. Are you a 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree Aquarius? So if you're anywhere between 0 to 10 degrees, you are in the first decan, and you are ruled by Uranus and Saturn solely. These people are what we call a true Aquarius. Not to say that the other ones aren't true, but this is what they're called because they're solely ruled by those 2 planets, nothing else. Okay? So you're in the first decan, you're from 0 to 10 degrees, and you're ruled solely by Uranus and Saturn. Now, if you are from 10 to 20 degrees, you are in the second decan, and you are ruled by Uranus, Saturn, and Mercury. So what does this mean? It means it changes your personality just a bit, because Mercury and Saturn and Uranus, when you put them together, basically what you're going to get is these are going to be the smartest of the Aquarius. These are mostly Aquarius are usually intelligent, period. I mean, that's one of the things we're known for, is being insane geniuses. But when you're in the second decan, you're thought to be the most intellectual of these 3 because you're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is all about swift thought and swift actions. So Mercury is all to do with that air element. So it's believed that somebody who's in there is going to be one of the smartest Aquarius. This grouping is going to be the smartest of the Aquarius groupings. Now, if you are from 20 degrees to 30 degrees, like I am, I think I'm 24 degrees, then you are in the third decan. If you're in the third decan, you're ruled by Uranus, Saturn, and Venus. So what does this mean? Well, people that are ruled by Uranus, Saturn, and Venus, you're going to be Aquarius, obviously, but you're also going to have a very strong emphasis on the aspects of Venus. And Venus is all about love. Venus is all about love, romance, those kind of things. So if you are an Aquarius who's in the third decan, you are going to definitely be somebody who's more into romance. You may be more attractive. They say that these are sometimes the most attractive Aquarius. This is where I am. I fall right into that 24th degree. So this is where we are. So there's a strong emphasis on romance, and some of the times it's stronger in your early life, but there's a strong emphasis on love, on romance, and these people have a tendency to be extremely attractive, and you get all those qualities that come from Venus. That come from the goddess of love. Venus was the goddess of love. They named the planet after literally the goddess of love. So you should be a very loving person and more than likely very interested in romance. Now, I'm going to tell you the dates for these. If you were born from January the 20th to January 29th, you were in the first decan that I was talking about. You were one of the true Aquarius, ruled solely by Uranus and Saturn. If you were in the second decan, you were born from January 30th to February 8th. These are the smartest of the Aquarius, the most intellectual of the Aquarius, even though we're all pretty damn smart. Most of us anyway. The third decan is February 9th to February 18th. So based on where your birthday is, you can tell where your decan is, and you can also tell by your degree. If you look at if you have your own chart, look at your chart and see what degree Aquarius you are. It should correspond with these dates. All right. Now, another thing about this, how I found out which planet ruled which, also goes along with the zodiac sign. So according to what I was reading, they said that the first one is the most Aquarius, okay? The second one has some Gemini. That's where the Mercury moon comes from. So there's some Gemini influence coming into these second decan Aquarius. So what does that mean? That means they'll have some of the attributes or characteristics of a Gemini. Geminis have a tendency to be intellectual. They like to write. Some of the times they're two different damn people, So this kind of second decan Aquarius, you may find some of these characteristics in them. They may have a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They may be really, really sweet on one hand, but a really, 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 really not so much on the other hand. You have a lot of things going on with that. So they may like to write. They may like to read. Remember, I said they're really intelligent. A lot of that comes from that Gemini Mercury energy coming in. Then the third decan I talked about being ruled by Venus is the energy of Libra. So these, like myself, have some Libra going on. So we're going to have some of the characteristics of Libra. A need to maintain balance. But we're also going to like beauty. We're going to like beautiful things. We're going to like luxury. We're probably going to be very charismatic. We're going to have some of that Libra charm going on. And we're also the Aquarius that are generally most drawn to Libra energy, being around Libras and having Libra friends. The more I learn astrology, the more I understand the crazy stuff I've always done, Likewise, the second decan is going to be more drawn to the energy of Gemini, and may have lots of Gemini friends, may know a lot of Gemini people because of that. And the first decan is going to be really good with other Aquarius, as long as it's not too dark Aquarius. You never want to put two dark Aquarius together. One dark Aquarius and a light Aquarius is not really going to work, because the light Aquarius is not going to stay around the dark Aquarius. Two gray Aquarius, they can work. A dark and a gray, they can work. A gray and a light, possibly, but two dark Aquarius will kill each other. So you never want to put them together. They'll plot and scheme each other to death. Okay? So those are the decans, as they call them. You can use this with every zodiac sign, not those exact dates or that information, but every zodiac sign is broken up into the three decans. So it doesn't matter if you're Scorpio, whatever the case is, if you're Libra, whatever you are, you can look and see what degree you are and then figure out where you fall into the decan. You'll probably be in the first decan if you're 0 to 10, second if you're 10 to 20, 20 to 30 if you're in the third one. So if you are a Libra, a Scorpio, whatever the case is, look at your chart and see what your degree is, and that's going to tell you where your decan is. And then just use your elements. The label for each one is based on your element. Remember, I said the first one was Aquarius, the next one was Gemini, and the next one was Libra. So if you are looking at Scorpio, for example, you're going to be looking at them in the order that they come up in the year. Scorpio comes up first. Scorpio comes up in November. And then we have, what is that? We have November, no, first is Pisces. So it's going to be Scorpio, then Pisces, then Cancer. Okay? So basically all you have to do is take a look at your own chart, see what your degree is, and then you can figure out which decan you're in. If you're in the first decan, you're the truest form of your zodiac sign. And then the other ones are going to follow the other two signs that are in your element respectively. Okay, so that's how you figure out where you are. And then you know that you have the elements of that planet that rules that sign that is with you. Okay, so that's how you figure that out. Very, very simple. And it works, like I said, for every sign. I just did this one specifically for Aquarius because I wanted to talk to my Aquarius about this. All right, and those of you who are with an Aquarius. So if you're with an Aquarius and you figure out where their decan is, you know some of that influence that's coming on them. If you're with an Aquarius in the second decan from 10 to 20, you know this is going to be somebody who really values intellect, who values learning. So if you're in a relationship with them, you will want to encourage that learning, and you will want to do learning things with them. For instance, going to cultural events, maybe catching workshops and seminars together. That's the kind of thing that's really going to be good for your relationship. If you're with somebody who's in the third decan, they would like those things too, but they would love to do romantic things. So if you're a romantic person or you come up with great romantic ideas, romantic gifts like tomorrow's Valentine's Day, you know, that kind of thing, that kind of person would love those kind of romantic things. Okay, guys? So remember, today is my birthday. So if you would like to send me a love donation, I will leave my PayPal underneath this video. I will also leave my social media information, and I will leave my email in case you want to email me for a reading or if you have a question or something like that. Okay. If you want a free general question, you can leave that basically anywhere, including underneath here, and I'll take a look at your question and I'll try to prepare an answer for you. Okay? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who's interested in learning more about the decans. Okay? And if you have questions about it, let me know underneath the comment section and I'll answer your question so everybody can see the answer. Okay? See you guys later. Bye.